I had a really interesting client project this week where um, the client wanted to have digital scribing. And what they wanted was essentially different parts of the notes to show up at one time. So if you're a digital scribe, you know that one of the challenge is when you do project Canvas and people are watching on Zoom, sometimes your text can be really small. But what we decided to do in this case was actually break up a single canvas into three pieces so that you could have project canvas on, but then also show a smaller portion of your screen and then stitch it together at the end. So I'm going to show you what I did. And in order to do this, what I started with was essentially a square, a single square. Now, does it have to be a square? No, but if you're going to use it on social media, sometimes it's nice to just have squares. Let's call this the past. And then let's say, part of the conversation is all about what's in the past. And then what I would do is, obviously copy this multiple times and maybe just rename it. So the middle one is present. And then let's call this last one, dun dun dun, future. Okay, so then you have your three canvases. Then how do you stitch them together? So there might be another way to do this, but what I did is basically take those and share them as PNG file, and just save them on there. Um, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a new canvas, and I'm just going to make sure that this is a 1:3 ratio in some way. So this might be a little bit tall, or a little bit high, but let's do 3,000 pixels wide by 1,000 pixels tall. And now I'm going to create. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my images. So I would do this afterwards. So here's the past. Now, actually, I found it easier if I actually go in the reverse order. But see how you have those lines? Turn on snapping when you do this and make sure magnetics and snapping are on, and then stick it in there. The reason it might be easier to start in the middle is because the middle one is just going to pop in right where it should, and that creates a good guideline. And now you're even going to see that it's actually not perfect. And so, you can beat your brains out trying to make sure that that little line goes away. But probably even easier is just to kind of cheat and cover it up at the end. That's what I've been doing. And then do the future at the end. Now, it's not too hard to stitch this together during the event and then boom, show them the final thing. But you could also send it as a post work deliverable if you wanted to just take a little bit more time with it.